Greetings, greetings, greetings. You're now tuned into the vault. Trust Christian on nothing, control everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. This is the vault, episode 358. I'm about to receive this money, and definitely excited about this episode. Our episodes over at the vault are based off of consultations, conversations that we have with people, whether they're in trustee training, or if they're not. So we always do our episodes based off of the conversations that we're having with people that are in the program or not in the program. And so today we're going to talk about I am about to receive this money. This is a big thing that we've heard resounding for the past month, going into December of 2021, and we hear this every year. And so a lot of people have the thought process, looking to develop their thought process and say, hey, I'm about to receive this money. What should I do? So this episode of the Vault is not intended to be legal advice or financial advice. We don't do that at the Vault. But we do have conversations. And this is just a conversation, once again, to go over the conversation that we've had at the Vault with people that are, about to receive money. Appreciate Eureka, California for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate Eureka, California for tuning in live, listening to replay. I'm about to receive this money. It's all about, oh man, I'm about to receive some money. And what? And what now? So many people want to receive money, but they don't know what to do with it. They're hesitant. And so, what people are we specifically talking about when we say some? We're going to give some of the industries that some of these people are in. It could be across the board for many different people, but we're going to stick to even go into this crypto stuff right now. Uh, we're going to go to this crypto stuff and talk about what we've experienced at the vault for 4+ years, maybe even longer, maybe five years now about this crypto stuff. People say, oh, I'm about to receive the money. Well, they don't talk about the tax liability. They don't talk about the liability. One of the mentors, he said, if you're thinking about taxes, you're not making enough money. Well, in this particular case, these individuals are stating over the internet that they've made $1 million off of a coin. And they're not really telling you their structure. They're keeping the trust a secret. And that's fair. But over here at the vault, we can talk about it because most people that are receiving the money are not receiving it in secret. They think that they're getting this money and it's not public, when if it's going from the crypto to the public bank, it's public. But I don't know, Trust Christian Vault, it's not tracked. How is it not tracked and it's going from the crypto account to the what? To the public bank. The public bank that you bank with, if you're banking with a public bank. It's not an investment bank. If it's an investment bank, then we know the difference. The investment banks have a little bit more security. They do their best to keep a little bit more privacy. When you start seeing these major banks from international jurisdictions operate in the States, they lose certain privacy privileges. But in the States, they still respect privacy. It's one of their fundamental laws. I'm about to receive this money. Should it go to my name? Should I get it to come to my name? I'm about to receive this money. Where should I put this money? What type of advice should I get? From who should I be talking to when it comes to I'm about to receive this money? Traditionally, they say experience is the best teacher. So how is it that just because someone has taken a test, acquired a license, that does not qualify themselves to say that they have what you're looking to do or have done what they're looking to advise you to do, they're advising a strategy based off of even the questionnaire that they have to ask? Well, do you do this? Do you do this? Do you want an aggressive portfolio? Do you want a conservative portfolio? That's what these advisors are talking about, right? So what happens when you pick the conservative one and you go backwards? Right. So I'm about to receive this money. Am I supposed to be talking to a financial advisor? The financial advisor that don't make more than $100,000 a year? Can I ask my financial advisor? Can I ask a financial advisor how much money they make a year so I can know if I'm about to receive more money than they have, than they've ever managed at one time? Well, he's supposed to be educated to the highest standards and this, that, and the third, or she's supposed to be, educated to the highest standards of financial, they're privy to the financial information, the elite financial information, right? Okay, if they are, aren't they managing the same portfolios, the financial advisors, managing the same portfolios that lost 60% of their value during 2020? 2021, what happens if they only got you back to 30? You still lost quite a bit of capital. I'm about to receive this money. Who do I talk to? I'm about to receive this money. Well, well, it's the end of the year, so I need to figure this out. Do I need to talk to an accountant? Definitely. Well, it's the end of the year. How am I going to get. Do you think these people are going to pick up the phone? You think accountants aren't busy right now? Oh, they're going to be busy the first day of January, though. But they're not busy right now. Okay. They're taking in new clients for sure for next year. Quality clients, clients that have made some money. If they get paid on performance, is how much they can help you minimize that liability. I'm about to receive this money, so now I know. Okay, I gotta go to an accountant. I gotta talk to the accountant. I gotta come with a plan because I'm about to receive this money. So I have to get to a point where I can minimize any liabilities of making the most out of this money. Okay, now we see. So many people say, "Oh, I want this money. I got this money." Bam! It's gonna come to me 1040, 1099. It's gonna come to me on a 1099. It's gonna come to me. Why? Because it was in my name. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. It's gonna come to me though. Because I'm receiving this money. I opened it. I'm the one that put the money in there. I made $1 million off of this Shiba stuff or whatever coin or whatever. I made all of this money. And guess what? Where do I put it? Where do I go with it? Did we talk about what to do with the money? Or we say get educated? Did we say build your team? Build your team. Interviewing almost as many accountants as you can. At least five. Sure, you find the first one as the best one. Sure. What's wrong with getting a second and a third opinion? They do it in the medical field. Why not do it in the accounting? And you're building your business team, being the best business person you can be. See, some people say, "Oh, you're not a boss unless you have employees." Well, the accounting firm that works for you that's scary to file taxes or help you advise you financially in any sector, they are in the same position. They work for you. They got to do right by you. It's the same thing with the lawyers. They're about to receive this money. It's interesting because the lawyers are almost predators. These people are, lawyers are people that they are they have to get a client, and so sure they try to make people pay retainers and all this good stuff. But the reason why we're saying what we're saying about the lawyers is because it's financial advice free. It's legal advice free. So I'm about to receive this money, so they know that, and we understand that it's a business. But but how can you get the best advice if you haven't paid? That's the challenge in the space is that how can I get the best advice if I don't pay? Then you get to this environment now with the internet or the ethernet or the metaverse, whatever they're calling it nowadays, where people say is the information should be free through the internet. Literally, somebody from a quote unquote high net worth investor environment literally said that there are no fees in trading. I mean, this is asinine. It's not there for a reason. It's there for a reason. But they want you to go into these different assets. When you go from one asset to the next, it's not just called a tax. It's not a tax. It's a fee. That's all it is. It's a fee. Money has a price. Currency has a price. People say, how can they charge you more than what you're sending? Because if you're sending what you're sending, how do you have the money to pay the fee to send it? So they know you have more money. That's how they know you have the money. It's because you can pay the fees. I'm about to receive this money, so they want to know, can you pay the taxes? So you got to go find an accountant, a good one. Oh man, well, what does a good one look like? They're going to try to charge me a lot of money just to help me to protect my money. And what's wrong with that? What do you think is a moderate rate? Market rate, they want to go nowadays, you know, whether it's 1, 3%, 4%, that's still pushing it for fees as far as some type of consulting fee and things of that nature. It's one of those things when you see in the funds how you have the management fee and the performance fee. So the management fee is different, obviously, than the consulting fee. And so management fees may be a little bit higher. Management fees can be 4, 5, 6%, no more. That's pushing it. And then when you get into other type of fees, so I'm about to receive this money. Do I go to the bank? They gonna get some fees out of me. They gotta set up a trust. They gotta set up a bank account for me, right? I'm about to receive this money, so do I need to go to the bank first? I'm about to receive more than what? $10,000 at one time? $20,000 at one time? $30,000 plus at one time? Anything above those numbers at one time, you're abnormal. Most individuals are not able to do that outside of a business. They're not. Most individual businesses usually move that type of capital. Individuals don't. And when individuals do, we know how it's getting done. It's through their name. That's why they called the vault. Because I'm about to receive this money, Trust Christian Vault. Where do we go from here? This is the situation. This is how we want it to be laid out, played out. I'm about to receive this money. So I found a good accountant, but I still don't know what entity do I operate out of. Do I need a trust now? Okay. Do they need a business? Because people say, oh, a trust is to do what? Well, all right, do you need it for business purposes? Or you know that there are liabilities that come with receiving things in your name. So then we get to this, oh, the capital came, and now what? Well, or the capital's getting ready to be transferred or a check, send a check. They're going to cut me a check. They cut a check. I got it, and I got to put it in the bank. Okay. You put the check in here. Now what? Well, I received on top of my regular salary or my regular pay 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, but 20 plus up, 15 plus up. You think the liabilities aren't on that? I'm about to receive this money though. I'm about to receive this money and I need to know what to do with it. This is the question that we get. Where do we go from here? I'm about to receive this money, but it's gonna come to it's gonna come to me in my name. Why? Because I don't know how to instruct the company that's gonna cut the check to write the check to who? A beneficiary? You're the beneficiary. Can you change the beneficiary? Did you ask could you change the beneficiary? Did you ask could the check be donated to a charity? Oh man, hey, Trust Christian in the Vault, I'm about to receive maybe $100,000, and should I open up a charity? The so-called rich people, when they rich or they get rich, they supposedly open up charities. The wealthy have it. The so-called rich, oh, we gonna go get the charity now. They went and got the public one. I'm about to receipt his money. I'm about to receipt his money. So it's coming to me. I didn't even know I could open up a charity and still be in control. I didn't know I could ask the people even right before they cut the check to cut it to someone else so I can get rid of certain liabilities so I don't add to my liability. People really thought that the worst taxable position to be in, which is an individual, the worst position. It's not a good position. The worst position. Because there's no advantages from an individual. You have there is we're only talking about business because it's not personal. I'm about to receive his money because I gotta figure out. That's what they say. I gotta figure it out. Figure out what? Well, if it comes to me, that some people gonna take a lot. Okay, but I know if I do this or do that, it's gonna be better for me. Okay, it's gonna be better for you. How? You gotta build a team. You gotta know what you're doing. I'm about to receive this money means you either did it on your own, which most people don't, or someone gave them a stock tip. Someone gave them some type of tip. Someone gave them some type of signal. And now they're about to receive some money. And they didn't have a plan, a strategy. They didn't have a plan or a strategy. They were looking to have the get rich quick mentality, the lottery mentality. I'm about to receive this large lump sum of money, and now I know I need to do something about it. Well, did you think about that when you first went into that? When you first went in, did you think about, hey, what if this happens? Sometimes people wait to the last minute. It's the end of the year. I gotta do something now. It's the end of the year, but I think things are slowing down. I think the banks are slowing down. I think the people are slowing down. I think something's slowing down. Something's slowing down. Man, slowing down. You slowing down. That's who's slowing down. That's your mindset. The rest of us out here are working harder than ever. You think that a bank person that sets up the trust to receive the money to minimize the liability is not on their job at the end of the year? Just because you might be on a break because you never had that type of money doesn't mean that the people that actually manage that capital, that put people in those positions, are not available. Money talks. So we know that it walks. It gets people to walk. People come in and work with you. I'm about to receive this money. Maybe I need to set up an appointment with the bank before I receive the money. Right. Maybe I need to go set up a meeting with the bank before I receive the money. Because I'm going to get 20,000 plus. I'm going to get plus. We're just going to say plus, plus, plus because it could be anything more than that, especially on the personal side. Especially on the personal side. Especially on the personal side. We just see this so much, and so many people reach out, and if people are going to make these decisions, if they're going to make these changes, if they're going to, want to have what's called the wealthy mindset, if, you want to be in a position where when you receive it, it's in the best position. I mean, why not strive for the best position if you're about to receive some money? Why would you not put it in the best position? It's an asset. People say it's a depreciating asset because of inflation. So they say it's every day is losing value. That's just straight trash. It's garbage mindset. It's not that the paper is losing value. Uh, People are going to use the past as fear. Oh, they're printing out more money than they ever have. And it's more people on the planet, right? Right. So we're not going to complain about the situations that are going on. It's not a problem that they're printing money. People talk about these so-called ancillary factors that we have to deal with in the public markets. There's always going to be some type of black swan event or quote unquote some type of new market a deterrent or mechanism to change how the flow of things will change, whether it's trade or otherwise. But what happens when you are about to receive the money? Are you receiving it in the best position, or is it just a position? I gotta, this is all I know. I'm gonna receive it to my name. What's wrong with that? Is that not the best position? I needed to come to me because I know that if it comes to me, I'm gonna be in control. I got this. Ain't nobody else gonna have their hands on it. It's cash. It's liquid. Bam! I got 100,000. I got 50,000. Right, right. This is why people quote unquote fail. It's because they don't know business. You may not have paid the taxes first. Businesses pay it on the back end. Oh man. Okay, well, that's clear. That's clear that they pay on the back end. I'm about to receive this money. Where do I go to find out that calculation of how much the liability is going to be? The accountant. You see how do you do all of this before you get the money? You see how you do that? You hear that? That's how you receive the money. You before you get the money, you go to an accountant. Well, what do I need a lawyer for? The accountant's going to tell me the percentage of how much I'm going to need to pay. They going to let me know the write-offs. Right? Right. Are those fees free? They got fees. And most people think they got to pay up front. Most people. So if you think you got to pay up front, most people aren't going to approach these people. Why? Because they think they're going to have to pay up front. They didn't receive the money yet. So they're like, oh man, well, I don't have enough to go consult. No, you do. We're not going to share everything on this podcast, but we share with our trustees in the private sector how they can receive the money and not have to pay an accountant up front, but get it on, just pay them on the back end. Maybe a accountant smaller end, or if you're not dealing with a firm, may say that, but the due diligence from the firm can be added in to receipt of money, and they do business this way. Oh no, I didn't know that level of business because I went to a no-name school. Huh. I went to a school you got to explain about. I went to public school, Trust Christian in the Vault. I, ne- I didn't go to school for investing. Did you? That was a good one. Did you go to school for investing? Did you go to school for playing the lottery? Did you go to school for... Some people did. Some people went to school for business management. Oh, I got a business management degree. Oh, I got a marketing degree. What does that have to do with, we could say the accounting, but unless you're in the code, how are you going to know specifically what's going on? And we still to this day have yet to see most people step up with one of the highest level of accountants you can have, which is an enrolled agent. How many people say we have an enrolled agent on our staff? How many people? We've interviewed enrolled agents at the vault. That's who you talk to. They have the highest level of education. They can defend you in court. But how many of your so-called business peers and amigos has shared with you in the public sector, hey, we need to actually get around the highest level of educated tax people, liability people out here. We need to connect with these people. We need to have them on our team. How many people? I'm about to receive this money. Do they reach out to the account? Oh man, the account's taking a little bit of time to get back to me. Is it that important to you receive it with giving them a little bit so you can keep a lot? Or is it, hey, hey, I don't really know better. I don't know anyone that's ever received this amount. And so for that reason, I'm just going to receive it and keep it moving. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to give them theirs and that's that. And that's why people in these positions, they're in wild positions because they miss out on opportunity cost loss. There's a massive opportunity in front of them. And they see that, and that's called the cash. That's called the money. It's right in front of them. It's right in front of their eyes. I'm about to receive this money, and I need to know what to do. I'm about to receive this money. What is the percentage of where I should allocate it? Should I save some? Did you pay yourself first? I'm about to receive this money. Did you pay yourself first? Well, how do I do that, Trust Christian? If you talking about I got to pay them on the back end, or do I pay them on the front end, or what's going on here? I'm about to receive this money. How should the percentages go? How much should I pay myself for? How much should I pay the lawyers and accountants? How much should I pay the gov if I have to? Because you get to dictate that when you're in the system. If they say it's a voluntary system, you got to have a team that helps you allocate the amount that you're okay with allocating. It's nothing wrong with about increasing your position and to being in an efficient position, to be in a more effective position. When you can do more, when you have more. So you put a team in place to help you mitigate, to minimize, and grow. I'm about to receive this money. What should I do? That's the question we hear so often at the vault. And we definitely heard it this year. Even right now, still to this day. And we're going to hear it until the end of the year. And then people are going to wonder why they kissed away hundreds of thousands of dollars because they didn't get over themselves. They didn't get over their ego. They didn't reach out to the vault, possibly. Or maybe they did reach out to the vault and they say, hey, can you help us go into better debt real quick about how we can build this team? How can we, do you have any questions that can help us out with interviewing the lawyers? Help us out with any questions with interviewing the accountants, because we need to know what question we need to know so we can go interview 4 or 5, pick 1 or 2, and then move forward and go into the next year rock solid with a team for next year and as well this year. They can end out this year with a team in place that says, okay, we need to figure this out or get it together. Not wait till next year. And that's what we see all the time with trustees at the vault, people that reach out at the vault, consultation wise. We see it. We really do. And we just encourage people in this environment of business. If you are going to receive some money personally, why not go talk to the company that's going to cut the check and let them know, hey, uh, you know, I want business to be business. So let's do this. Let's have a business in place that you cut the check to. An entity, a business. Because it's business, not personal, right? Right. Okay. Well, we just want to make that clear. How do we do it? We want to update our tax records. That's what we want to do with the company. That's how we do it? Yep. I'm about to receive this money. So I got to update my records. I just need to let you all know that. Can you send over the form so I can update where you guys are going to cut a check to? Because I'm about to receive the money currently. And I really don't want that. I want it to be business, not personal. Because it's business, not personal. That's what I want. Oh, okay. And this is what we see at the vault. See so many people going in, having to make those decisions, having to go in and actually do those actions. And we've seen it for years. People do that. People done that many times these years, throughout the years. You see many people that have businesses in place now, as opposed to doing 1099 work, whether that's with those like contractor work positions. They're going in and they're making sure that they have an entity or something in place. And people say, oh, well, what about a charity? A charity is a business, ladies and gentlemen. What are people missing? Oh man, I didn't think of it that way. Charity is a business. I gotta file for it on the state level. I gotta go apply for an EIN. I gotta go make it 501c3. You're right. I gotta go through some formal processes to make it legitimate. Because I'm about to receive this money. Right. I didn't know I could get a check cut to a charity. So when you see people have these different things going on in the public and they say, oh, X, Y, and Z, they cut a check to someone's charity. You hear that? X, Y, and Z, they're cutting a check to somebody's charity. Yeah. But I want to, you hear these athletes now say, oh, I want to get paid in a crypto coin. So okay. They got paid in a crypto coin, right? Right. Did they how did they pay for their everyday lives? Did they pay for it with the crypto or the cash? See, the fact that they want distinguishment that there is a crypto shows that it's a monetary value that will be quote unquote taxed. It just has to be because it's monetary now. And that's what they're pushing for. Oh, we want it to be monetarily accepted. That's fair. But you just received $1 million in it, right? Right. Are you selling out of your position in that asset? Because not only is it monetary value, it's an asset. So it's like an exchange rate. Oh, we're going to have it be an exchange. We're going to go to the exchange. We're going to go to the exchange. Right. They did. Cryptos went to the exchange. They have a private exchange, but a few of them have gone to public exchanges. Private exchange meaning they're with some company, but they're not private. Why? Because they file for the same documents that you file for an entity, whether it's an LLC, whether it's a C corp. What are they filing for? Where did they file for that? Did they file for it in the States or did they try to go sneak over into the Caymans real quick? Is the checks, yeah, are the checks being cut from the Caymans or the States? I'm about to receive this money. Is the check being cut from the States? Some entity that was created in the States? Remember, the vault listeners, was it created within the United States? Domestic, public. So, oh, I thought that money was going to be private or something. How? The entity was in the public. The entity's in the public. So let's keep it business as business. Entity to entity, business is business. Right? Right. It's that simple. It's that simple. I'm about to receive this money. Appreciate you, Trust Christian in the vault. I'm about to receive this money, and I actually did go out and interview some accountants. I didn't go where my self image might be. I didn't go to the guy that was locally around the corner, living in the same area as me. I went to a guy that lives in a different zip code that may be making more money than me. That when he looks at me, he knows, okay, this is a new client. This is somebody that I can help grow. Or was it just, do you have a negative mindset thinking that the poor old guy is going to help you out that lives locally to you? Or you think the guy that has a little bit more that really doesn't have much to lose, they don't have much to lose, that they won't be able to be there for you? They know they've dealt with clients with this type of capital. They can give you the better advisement. That's why they live in a different zip code. A better one if we're just talking about that specifically. Going to a better zip code. Getting a higher level of what's called financial advice or legal advice. Did you Google the zip code that you're getting that financial advice from? I didn't know I could do that. With Trust Christian in the vault, I'm about to receive this money. I'm going to go to an accountant. What do I say? You can reach out and get a consultation. Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, that's Christian at trustchristian.com. What do you say? We're giving you enough. Because bosses, they pay. You pay for the help. You pay for a good accountant. So you got to pay for good advice. You got to pay for that information. Oh, I got to get a consultation. Right? So you can get specific questions to your situation. Not just general information. Oh, I need to get the information. Just put it all on the internet. Trust Christian in the vault because everything's on the internet. All the money tricks and tips are on the internet. Are you serious? This is where the people are. Like 80% of the population thinks that good financial advice is on the internet for free. Are you serious? Are you serious? And this is where people say, oh, well, the financial information, people don't have a great financial education. Why? Because they didn't pay for it. You have to pay for a financial education. I'm about to receive this money. So you have to pay for good financial advice. Everybody's not created equal in that respect. We all know that. So if you're about to receive this money, let's go to the higher level of advisement. Right? Was just sitting here thinking about Something that some of you all may relate to one day, because when you live in trust for years, these moments get emotional because you're separate. You're not a part of the general population, which called the public. You made that decision to go private. You're not looking to do business in your name. So you get to those moments where you had to pay for that information. And then you get to those moments where you receive the money and you're able to look back at all of the capital that you spent and invested in your education before you received the mother load. But think about how much you had to put up to receive the mother load. How much education, how much you had to invest with a team, how much you had to invest in getting a team, the right team. Somebody says, is it worth it? That's what they want to know. They want to know, is it worth it? I'm about to receive this money. Do I need to really go talk to these people? How do I find these people? Why isn't it for free? I'm about to receive the money, so I should get free advice, right? I should get good quality advice for free, right? But I know it's not free, right? Right. You know it's not free. Good advice is not free. But, oh, I can get it over the internet. Because I got these people, they giving me the flash and the glitz and the glamour. They don't have a black and silver logo like the vault. They didn't want to just do a basic logo. We need you to see our face. For what? Isn't it information? Is it information or entertainment? I need to see how good you look. I need to see what latest trends I need to see the latest trends that you got. What clothes you wearing? I need you to show me that you're living better than me. So what happened when you went to that accountant that you about to receive the money and you gonna go talk to? Are they wearing that? Because that's just an accountant, not the guy that's giving you financial advice. That's not that. What about the lawyer? Is the lawyer wearing what you think is money? I'm about to receive this money. How do I weed these lawyers and these accountants out? Do I just look at what they're wearing? Do I look how their office looks? Do I look at their websites and study them in detail? Do I go on the Better Business Bureau and see how these people's track record is? Do I go and see if the lawyers ever had any malpractice issues, red flags against them as a lawyer, as a lawyer? When I get on the phone, do I ask the accountant, have they ever had any legal issues? But I'm interviewing people for my team. But I'm a new-time entrepreneur. I'm about to receive this money. I'm about to go into entrepreneurship. I'm about to receive this money. I'm about to go into entrepreneurship. So why didn't you let the money go into a company then? Why didn't you allow it to be, you start your business with founding capital, with a principal? I didn't think of that. I thought I had to open up the company after I got the money. How you gonna pay the accountant before you get the money? How you gonna pay the lawyer before you get the money? Right. So remember when they ask you that question. Remember when you go in there shaking boots, if you do, why you didn't go and get the best? How am I gonna pay them before I get the money? How you gonna set up the business before you get the money? Right. Good legal advice isn't free. Neither is it from the vault. Trustee Training, Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, if you want to reach out for inquiries, Christian at trustchristian.com. If you got this question or this statement that you're going through and you want to move forward, it's Christian at trustchristian.com. We see a listener, Erica Smith. You say where you can sign up. You can go to Christian at trustchristian.com. Appreciate Carrollton, Ohio for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate Carrollton, Ohio for tuning in live, listening to replay. We always appreciate Jacksonville for tuning in live, listening to replay. Once again, we always appreciate Jacksonville for tuning in live, listening to replay. Thank everybody for listening live, listening to replay to this episode. This is always, once again, just a conversation that we have had with trustees, and we're really having it with the public about the conversations that we've had. Appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. feel free to reach out Christian at trustchristian.com.